as a business owner, people have asked me, how has the business been doing during the pandemic? How are you getting by? What's been going on? And it was March was a throwaway month, normally our second busiest time of the year. So lost a bit there, but managed to navigate it successfully, not let anybody off, not have to do anything crazy. The main strategy for navigating the pandemic for my business is a lot of preparation to begin with. You can't get yourself too over leveraged. Leveraging is good, but you have to merge that with practicality and know that you need to keep some cash on hand for the unknowns of what might happen. I hear businesses, or a lot of businesses are going out of business during this time. I think a lot of them might have been a little bit too leveraged because you think these big companies, so hard for them to go out of business, but suddenly they can't get sales for a few weeks. Suddenly they're out of business. Gives an insight into how things are perceived versus how things might really be for a business, because here we are, no layoffs, and bigger companies that are indestructible apparently are begging people for money. Now, we have not gotten the money yet. We did apply for that PPP loan. You heard about businesses. The funding should be coming in soon. That was not necessary to survive, but I would be a fool to not get it because it essentially is free money from the government for 2.5 months of payroll, essentially. For free. So in my opinion, a business would be a fool to not try to partake in that if you're eligible, if you're the 500 employees primarily, which we are. So we're doing that, which is not going to, which we didn't need to stay in business, but will help us position better as things start to turn around and improve and grow. A lot of that really into inventory, because the bookkeeping of that is so weird because they want to make sure you didn't lay anybody off, but you don't have to spend it like, they have a separate checking account to pay employees. So how they do that I don't know, but the tax stuff does show how many employees you've had and how much wages they've had. So we're going to do that. I'm going to use that PPP loan, forgivable loan, to position better for inventory and for growth here. So we're going to come out stronger. And the other thing which has really happened too is as things have gotten quieter here. The last like 4 weeks have been very, very quiet. Looked into things that didn't really ever seem like they need to be looked at, because when sales are coming in fast, you don't look as closely at little things, but when they're not, you look very, very closely. One of the biggest things to come out of this as far as the business is going to be the TFD Supplies Savings Club, because I had to figure out how to increase revenue and keep revenue while our customers are not buying our products. Sounds kind of crazy, but we haven't gotten to my goal yet, but we have been getting members consistently every day. The Savings Club is a fantastic value. Look it up if you're interested. I'm not going to sell that now, but that's been a fantastic piece of the business, which going forward will really be a fundamental cornerstone of this business to insulate against the unknowns, as well as give a tremendous amount of value to our customers. And one of those things, once you do it, you think, my God, I should have done this a year or 2 years ago. That would have been a game changer. Perhaps. Of course, looking back is easy. Looking forward is harder. It is what it is, but that's still a positive change for the business that's going to come out of this. And but we have survived the pandemic, and it's still going on. But I do believe things are getting better, and will continue to get better. And comparing this to 1918 is legit, but the world's quite different than it was in 1918. 102 years is quite a bit medical and scientific technology. So it's hard to compare those directly to each other. But regardless, we have survived and are surviving the pandemic. Zero layoffs, cutting corners where you can, looking at things that don't normally get worked on. And a lot of the people, like we got 3 warehouse workers in the back, they've been doing a whole lot of prep work, like making the hard shell case earbuds, which is literally putting earbuds inside of a hard shell case, doing all the prep work humanly possible to prep for when it's busy again. So then it's just smack a label on something versus having to make something. And that's going to streamline, that's going to come back thoroughly come July, August, September, when things really start to pick up. And all their pre-work now is going to catch up. Thanks. A lot of it was prepping for then, and that was been all they've been mostly doing for a few weeks. Sales have been picking up lately as more states are starting to reopen, because we sell nationally. As states have started to reopen, we have seen our sales tick upward accordingly. But we survived the pandemic, and we will survive anything that gets thrown at us.